And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Hopp Stadium in Merriman Field for today's Midwest Conference football matchup as the Ripon College Redhawks host the Beloit Buccaneers. Along with Martin Ernster, I'm Jason Mance with our production crew today. JJ, Patrick, and Riley, thank you so very much. Redhawks 3-4 on the season, 3-3 in the Midwest Conference, facing a Beloit Buccaneers team that is 1-6 overall, 1-5 in the Midwest Conference, and a tough loss for Ripon last week versus Illinois College 31-0 last week as well for Beloit, an even tougher loss versus Monmouth 72-0. So an interesting matchup setting up today for the Ripon College Redhawks and the Beloit Buccaneers. Marnie, your thoughts?
My thoughts are this. You got a first-year coach at Beloit College, and then I'm kind of looking at the two deep chart, and I'm going like, holy smokes, he's starting 5 freshmen on offense alone. He's got 7 freshmen as backups on offense. On the defensive side, he has 4 freshmen as backups, meaning you're the next up if that starter doesn't go or is knocked out of the game. And I'm thinking, man, this is a young team with a first-year coach. Ripon's coming off of a loss. It's their last home game in this stadium at Hopp Stadium. I love it when you say Merriman Field. And oh, by the way, yeah, it's senior day.
Yeah.
So, hey, I think everything's in line here for a dominating game by Ripon. Yeah, they've come off a disappointing loss last week, but I think there's nothing better than for them right now to play this team knowing they got 2 more on the road.
Pushing all the chips in on this one, I think. Right?
Yeah. And they don't take them for granted. You just execute the way that you're capable of doing it, and I think they'll be just fine.
Absolutely. This is the 110th meeting between the two programs.
Wow.
First meeting each other in 1893.
Jeez.
Ripon with a 76-29-4 record against the Beloit Buccaneers. So Martin had a chance to chat with the head coach Jake Marshall before the game here. We'll step to that and get ready to listen on in right here. It's Ripon College Red Hawk football from Merriman Field on the Ripon Channel.
Coach Marshall, it's the last home game here at Hopp Stadium for the Ripon Redhawks. I'm going like, where'd the season go?
I feel the same way. Flew by.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about last week a little bit. IC comes into town. Their offense did what we knew they were going to try to do. Your defense was absolutely amazing. I can't believe how many minutes they must have played. But it was nuts how they were able to sustain right through the fourth quarter, apply pressure, and give our team a chance to win. We just did a little bit of shooting oneself in the foot in the first half, and that was the difference, I felt.
Yeah, I mean, I think really the last 2 weeks our defense has played incredible. And it doesn't look like it when you look at the scoreboard, but when you go look at the statistics, you look at situations, drive by drive, like our D-line is playing incredibly well. Our secondary's playing better. We're just not giving them enough on offense to give them a break and let them catch their breath. And so they're out there a ton, and that's where you get some of those scores, right? But, you know, we gave them the ball on the 2, we gave them the ball on the 20, they had a pick 6. And so you really, when you sat down and looked at it, our defense gave up like 10 points, you know, and that should be a spot we should win that game.
And that's interesting because that's what the first place team Monmouth gives up per game, about 10 points if memory serves me. So let's talk about your offense. You know, here you are going into week 7, week 8, and it's like, okay, what do you talk about going through practice after a week of practice, and you're trying to get more out of your O-line in particular? To me, sustain a block, get to that second level. What do you guys work on?
You know, when we watched that film, it was 90% of those plays that didn't go well. It was one guy got beat, one guy made a mistake, and so it's really frustrating because, hey, if we can get all 11 doing what they got to do, we're going to be fine. It's just a matter of, hey, we got to get all 11. And so that's been our focus all week, is simplify and make sure everybody just knows exactly what they're doing and can go execute effectively. And if we can do that, we got a chance to play with anybody.
It's senior day. It's your last home game. You got Beloit College coming in. They're leaking oil with a first-year coach, mind you, and a new logo even. I had to check that out. But I thought, okay, it's Halloween weekend. Go for it. Talk to me about Beloit and what you guys want to establish offensively.
Yeah, I think it's got to start. We got to run the ball effectively, right? Everything starts there. We got to get touches to the guys that need him, right? We got to get Ryan Claiborne more touches. He's explosive and does a lot of stuff. We're going to play a couple different quarterbacks today, and we're going to try to find out what works best for us.
You just beat me to it. I was going to preface who you're going to start at quarterback today. Not that matters.
Cale Barnhart's going to get the start, but Keys is going to play as well.
You see Barnhart pretty much as your pure passer in the sense of quarterbacking.
A little bit more of a pure passer than a runner.
And we know what Immel can do.
Yeah,
Good
absolutely.
Lord, I don't want to make him angry because I can't get away from him.
Nope.
So best of luck to you. Let's get a win, and then you got 2 games to go. And you're right in that middle of the conference right now, right? And you gotta sustain. You gotta hold that position, and hopefully you can move up a little bit.
Yeah, finish strong and get some momentum heading into the offseason.
Good luck to you.
Thanks, Mark.
And we'll be talking about those seniors today.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Star-Spangled Banner.
Welcome back to Merriman Field at the Ripon College campus as we get set for this matchup between the Ripon College Redhawks and the Beloit College Buccaneers. Let's take a look at the starting lineups here. First of all, for the Ripon College Redhawks on this senior day, they will start number 17, I should say, Cale Barnhart, a 6'2" junior. Also number 21, Treston Decker, a 5'10" sophomore, junior as well. Also number 88, Rocco Luzak will be starting today as the seniors being recognized, a 6'3" senior. Also number 81, Sam Suda, a 6'1" freshman. Another wide receiver, number 82, Carl Travis will be starting today as senior day. In addition, Blake Thielen will be out there for the Hawks today. Tight end Bryce Brunel, the senior, starting. The left tackle, Peter Idzvog. The left guard, Avery Jobelius. The center, Isaac Molina. The right guard, Anthony Fabricino. And senior right tackle, Kajon Gray. Under the head coaching direction of Jake Marshall, those are the Ripon College Redhawk offense. Take a look at the defense for the Beloit College Buccaneers. At nose, Hurion Rivera, 6' junior, 325 pounds. At end, Nate Kaplan, number 52, a 6'3" junior, 222 pounds. At end, number 95, Josh Martinez, a 6'4", 249-pound junior. At inside linebacker, number 0, Jaden Ospina, a 5'7" sophomore. The inside linebacker, number 44, Connor Rose, 5'10" senior. Outside linebacker, number 25, Michael Snow, second in the conference in tackles this season. In addition to that, also starting at outside linebacker, number 27, Jimmy Gilliam, a 6'2" sophomore. Safety, number 18, R.J. Dubé, and also number 22, Quentin Shane, and the safety positions. On the corner sides, number 1, Josh Yearby, a 5'10" junior, and number 10, Amani Floyd, the corner. Under the head coaching direction of Kyle Langhoff, those are the Beloit College Buccaneers. We'll get to the other sides of the ball as we get going here, and we'll learn that very quickly because it looks like Ripon is going to kick off to start this game. Beloit will receive the ball in the south end zone as Ripon will kick north to south, left to right on your video monitor. Thank you so very much for joining us today. We appreciate it. As we mentioned, both teams coming off losses last week, and that was 103 points combined, I should say, on the losses. And no offense and no points for either team last week. So we'll talk a little bit more about Beloit as they kick off, as they get set to receive the kickoff here from the Redhawks. Redhawks in the home red jerseys with the white numbers. Beloit's in the navy blue travels with the yellow numbers and white helmets. New logo for the Buccaneers this year. Ball is at the 35-yard line, just about set to get it going. Here we go underway. That ball is going to bounce and be picked up. His foot was on the line right there. That is number 10, Armani Floyd, a sophomore from Miami Beach, North Miami Beach High School.
The kickoff taken out of bounds at the 10-yard line.
So the offense of the Buccaneers will start 1st and 10.
We'll begin 1st and 10.
They're under the direction of quarterback Jared Torres, a 5'10" junior, 177 pounds. Wide receiver A.J. Williams, number 19, freshman. Also number 2, Chris Moore, a senior, 5'11", 173. Let's take a look at the offense. Tight formation, but now a whistle. And they got to reset the play clock.
Good start for the Ripon defense. Has them deep in their own 20.
Handoff. No, pass to the outside flat is caught for a good reception, and they'll get out to a first down on the first play of the ball game.
Nice aggressive play out there on a sort of a bubble screen out on the wide side of the field.
Chris
and then
Moore.
good individual run there with a spin move, got the extra yards to get a first.
Elsewhere on the offense, Peyton Parnell, a wide receiver, number 8, a gain of 11 on that play. Dominic Guzman, the tight ends. We'll get to the offensive line in just a second after we tell you about the running back, number 5, Jonathan Williamson. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line for the Buccaneers. They'll look to keep it this time to Torres. He'll run it up himself. Shoestring tackle made by Ripon.
Way to close defensively.
Love on the tackle for the Redhawks. Torres gains 2 to the 23-yard line, brings up 2nd down and 8. Quick across the line, left tackle, Leonidas Levi. Left guard, Dean Harrell. Number 62, the center, Lucas Field. Number 76, Jalen Prince, the right guard. And the right tackle, number 57, Tyrese Bell.
Good job by Love closing on that to get marginal gain by the QB of Beloit.
Put Moore in motion, 2 wide receivers to the right. Here comes the pitch to the outside, and Ripon will stop that quickly behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they sure did. They really pinched it down. Nice play by number 31 for Ripon. And a nice play by Selim Sisma. That DB closed it down, never gave him a chance to get beyond that edge. Smacked him down.
Back to a 3rd and 10 situation now for the Buccaneers.
This drive started at, around their own 10-yard line with
Correct.
that kickoff by Ripon.
This Beloit Buccaneers offense, the 3rd worst total offense in NCAA right now.
Mm-hmm.
Lawrence at number 2.
You can only go up, maybe, they think.
Right? Pressure coming from the back.
Good grab
Ripon
there.
will force that, but a catch is made out into the flat, and that is made by number 7, connected by number 17. Berdyaski Pierre on the catch, and I got a player hurt for the Redhawks.
And it was a nice defensive play. He kept the ball and the intended receiver in front of him, and it appeared that well short of the first down, even though they did complete the play on the pitch and the catch.
Deshaun Smith is the injured player on the field, and it looks like they're going to give him a hand up here.
Mm-hmm.
At least get him sitting up.
Yeah. He's one of your ends there opposite of
Right.
Mr. Eng. So a rather important piece to the to that defense that you hate to see him have to leave, but he's walking on his own accord, so good sign there.
Kickoff temperature officially 46 degrees with a north-northwest wind at 8 miles per hour. Thanks to Lynn Krause. For the weather conditions, our PA announcer here at the Hopp.
What we care about, of course, are the conditions on Wednesday when I'll be a Linkster. and it's going to be upper 50s.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Punt formation now for the Buccaneers. Punting will be number 29, Ian Ladd.
Ian Ladd to punt.
Good snap, kick is away.
Yeah, it was. Not a bad kick at all either.
Going to be taken near the 35-yard line, quickly across to the 40 and to the 45. Going to be close to the midfield on that for the first start.
What a physical return. He was able to get the first two would-be tacklers. In fact, threw a forearm shiver into the chest of the second man trying to bring him down.
Gage Taylor, the 5'9" senior.
He did well, I felt, in special teams last week against Illinois College, Taylor.
Cale Barnhart in at the quarterback position for the Redhawks as we begin. Handoff, Tristan Decker. And they'll try to push forward.
Preston Decker on the carry. Tackled on the play.
Looks like they'll get a gain of about 4.5.
The gain of 5 on the play.
They'll say 5 officially. Brings up second down and 5 from the 47-yard line of the Beloit Buccaneers. Pass play coming. Barnhart looking to fire downfield. Pass intended out there for number 3, Blake Thielen, incomplete. Just a little bit over the reach of Thielen, I think, on that one from Barnhart.
Ripon defense picked up where they left off last week. Even though Ripon came up, was outscored completely on the scoreboard, Ripon defense last week really put out a good effort.
Barnhart will look over.
And they started off this way with 3 and out, the Ripon defense, and seeing if the offense can finally get some points on the board this week.
Looking again this time. Claiborne catches it and looks to get into the end zone. Knocked out of bounds. A good play by the Redhawks down to inside the 5-yard line and an injured Beloit Buccaneer.
Wow. They say speed kills, and there was an example of it right there by that super freshman out of Georgia for the Redhawks, Ryan Claiborne.
So it's going to be down at the 3-yard line.
Don't have to be a monster in size and everything to be effective in football. Claiborne shows that. He's 5'8" probably and about 150 pounds, and he can fly. Talking about how many freshmen are starting on 5 freshmen starting on the offensive unit for Beloit College. Well, this is one of Ripon College's few starting freshmen on offense, and you can see why he starts.
Player coming off for Beloit unassisted, so that's good news for the Buccaneers.
On the depth chart, they'll list Claiborne for the Redhawks as a number 2 on the depth chart, but he's out there right away, usually in a slot position.
Quentin Shane is the player that was injured on that play. First and goal from the 3-yard line, 11:26 remaining in the first quarter. The Redhawks set up. Decker to the right of Barnhart this time. They'll put a man in motion in Claiborne. They'll hand it to Claiborne. Looks for the sweep on the edge. Walks into the end zone for a touchdown. 3-yard gain from Ryan Claiborne. Redhawks happy to see some points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Coach Marshall, you get to know somebody a little bit when you talk to him, in pre-games, and once in a while you see him, in a social setting like downtown or something. And if memory serves me, in our pre-game just now, we were going to establish that run game. Well, Coach Marshall, I'm going like that was quite the run.
Yeah,
Claiborne.
Ben Kroc on to attempt the extra points. A name we didn't call at all last week is up and through the extra. It's good for 7 points here. So that Red Hawk offense starting near midfield and driving down in just a couple of plays. 3-yard touchdown for Ryan Claiborne. And the Red Hawks go up 7-0 here early.
Yeah, we didn't see anything like that a week ago. They just did not get the the time, regardless of which one of three quarterbacks that played last week for the Redhawks, to get that afforded that kind of time to get that type of play going over the top.
As we get through the broadcast today, we'll try to recognize all the seniors out there. Let's start with George Verduzco Jr., a kicker from Willowbrook, Illinois. George has been a 4-year member of the Redhawks, appearing in 9 games for Ripon during his career. Rocco Luzak, a wide receiver from Villa Park, Illinois. Rocco has appeared in 11 games across 4 seasons with the Redhawks, tallying 2 catches for 25 years. And Ryan Barajas, a linebacker from Bosque, New Mexico. Barajas has recorded 52 tackles, 1.5 sacks, and a forced fumble in his 4-year career with the Redhawks. Ripon set to kick off with a 7-0 lead, 11:15 remaining in the first quarter. Beloit will send 2 back to receive. And Ben Kroc will kick off from the 35-yard line. Good kick.
Great kick. A lot of hang time.
Ball comes loose, picked up at the 5-yard line, out to the 15-yard line. Now scrambles back to near the 16 on the return for Beloit.
Yeah, the difference of bobbling that kickoff and not bobbling it is probably, instead of being inside your own 20, you're probably something closer to the 25-yard line.
To the 17-yard line, where it will be
Beloit has not had a winning tradition in quite a few years, decades you could even say, most likely. And so for a first-year head coach to come in here, now he has been an assistant, it appears, from what I could see on that team, but certainly a challenge to reestablish more competitiveness on that Beloit College team.
They'll put a man in motion this time, drop back on the pass. Pass is complete outside of the edge. That's Moore on the reception.
pass complete to Chris Moore. Tackled on the play, Zane Vetter.
Vetter on that tackle. We'll take a look at the starting defense for the Redhawks. Haven't had a chance to go through quite that yet.
Yeah.
They went 3 and out on that first one, so I had to work quick. Gavin Eng will start today. Also, nose tackle number 53, Diallo Dubois. The tackle today, number 54, Drew Love. Also, number 30, Deshaun Smith at the end. Vetter in at linebacker along with Devin Sorens and Nolan Perry. We'll get you to the safeties.
Yeah, good to see Vetter back after a week off.
And a penalty on the play. Rounding out the defense,
Saw some movement there up front.
Lane Marquez, Salim Sesma,
Ball start. Offense, number 53.
And those are the things that happen.
Second down.
They do call a false start against Beloit's Gage Taylor and Eric Woodward, the starting defense for Ripon. Second down, 11. So negating that play.
Well, you know what the defense is thinking today on senior day? They want to get after that quarterback and stop that run game.
A lot of folks at the line, they'll sag off on it. Now they'll go deep on the pass, looking for the outside edge, and that is incomplete.
Pass ball is incomplete. Intended for A.J.
I like what they're doing,
Coverage on the play.
stretching that defense out like that, trying to get them off of that front box defensively, so maybe they'll come back and try to get that run game going if you're the Buccaneers. They got an interesting history being the Beloit Buccaneers, because when that expansion Tampa Bay NFL football team came out, they came out with the same exact logo.
Really?
As, yeah, I thought you knew this story.
I did not.
Oh, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Shotgun formation again for the Buccaneers. They're 3rd and 11 from their own 16-yard line. Snap is good. Here comes the play. Sack. No. Sneaks away.
Went high. Look at
Nice
that. Elusive.
completion. And they'll get first down and more. Nice
What a nice
by
play.
the Buccaneers.
I can totally relate to that, slipping off on that sack.
Okay.
You come in high, you're jacked, and your momentum takes you off of him. You got to break down. I talk about this all the time. You got to break down wide base and go through the man in the midsection. And that gentleman that just missed him for a sack is kicking himself, and he's going to remember that. But great execution by the Beloit team and that quarterback, the presence of mind, right, to not only avoid the sack but then to find his target for a first down.
Torres again in the shotgun this time. Will hand off. left side edge, and they'll be met quickly by the Redhawks.
Yeah. Way to go to the ball defensively. Yeah, so Beloit College had the Buccaneer with the dagger in his mouth, and Tampa Bay expansion team came out in the NFL, and they had the same logo, of course, different colors with the orange and the white theme. They came out and basically served a lawsuit against Beloit College.
Cease and desist.
Yeah, and we say, wait a minute. Last time I checked, I think we were around before you were, and certainly the courts found it in the favor of Beloit College.
Huh.
And now they come out with a new logo anyway, right?
Well, it's been a few decades, right?
Yeah, more than a few, right?
Tampa Bay's changed as well, too.
Yeah.
Torres saluting traffic, now fires down the middle. Going to be
Did he catch that? I think he did.
And they will say that's an interception by the Redhawks.
You know, I talked about Taylor last week. I thought he played really well on special teams. Well, he's piggybacking off of that effort of a week ago defensively or on special teams, and look what he's doing here.
Yeah, the senior from Burlington with the interception gives the Redhawks a 1st and 10 situation at their own 41-yard line. 8:25 remaining here in the first quarter. Ripon leading 7-0.
Hey, 5'9", 178 pounds. Who says you got to be a massive guy that can bench press a 3-bedroom ranch house to play football? Nice job.
Barnhart flanked by running backs on each side. He'll keep it himself and get down. Oh, ball comes loose a little bit.
Yeah, he was reaching for that extra yard. And they spotted it right there. I think what happened, maybe he was on top of the tackler's body, and so they didn't spot it back where you normally would. Smart move.
Second down and 7. They'll put 3 wide receivers this time, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end off the edge.
You're always wondering what these wide receivers are doing, looking at the head linesman pointing.
Just checking in. That's an official thing.
Mm-hmm.
That pass is complete and knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, what they're doing, they're letting the head linesman, they're letting him know that, because you have to have 7 on the line of scrimmage on offense, they're letting him know that, hey, I'm on the line. I'm not in the slot position. Just going to help you so you understand. That's the last thing you want. And you see it right here, again, with the tight end that's gone out wide for the Redhawks.
It's 3rd and 6.
Brings up a 3rd and 6. Decker in the backfield. They'll look over quick. Plenty of time left on the play clock.
43 defense by the Buccaneers. 4-man front, 2 ends, 2 interior tackles with your 3 standard linebackers. Mike, Will, and Sam.
Talked about that last week on the show.
Yeah.
Knocked out of bounds. Completion is good for the Redhawks.
That's
nearing.
A great example of taking what the defense gives you. They're playing soft on the coverage, so why not run a quick out for that first down? Stay ahead of the chains.
Evan Nearing on that catch and a first down.
Watch Claiborne, the super freshman, in the slot position on the wide side. He now goes in motion. And they're going sweep.
He'll follow the offensive tackle and good, and Claiborne on the carry.
It's an example of taking the speed of an athlete and incorporating it into just more than being a slot or a wide receiver, getting him involved with the run game. Nice job.
Isaac Molina leading the way for the Redhawks for Claiborne. Spread that offense out one more time. Keeper, Barn will go with it.
Keeper by Cale Barnhart.
Yep.
Tackled by Michael Snow.
Snow on the tackle. That's good enough for a first down. Redhawks
It's a gain of
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
3. And
Call those RPOs. So he's reading. The quarterback's reading. Is he gonna hand it off? Is he gonna keep it? Is he gonna pass it?
Barnhart in the shotgun again, flanked by Decker. Pass complete into flats. Good pick. He fell down. Did he beat him?
pass complete.
Put the brakes on and let the momentum of the would-be tackler go right by him, huh? Has to get Midas-sized, that defensive player.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll call it a gain of 5.
28. 2nd down and 5.
We haven't seen that prolific 30-yard, 35 yard pass here. They're dinking and dunking. They're mixing in the run with some high percentage passes out on the flat.
Jumbo set up there on the offensive line.
Yeah, fullback and a tight end staying together.
Barnhart drops back to pass, looking, fires over the middle. That one's caught complete inside the 10-yard line, 5-yard line, touchdown. Redhawks, number 34, Evan Nearing. A 28-yard completion for the Redhawks.
On a drag pattern from the right side of the field, a deep drag. He needed time, and the O-line gave him time to be effective. And then he just dragged from right to left about 15 yards over the middle and threw a strike, and then there was a foot race to the pylon. Nice job.
13-0 here, 4:47 remaining. On to attempt the extra points for the Redhawks will be Ben Kroc. Holding today, Aiden Keys. Long snapper, Gavin Plattner. That one is up and good as well. That makes the score 14-0 on the scoreboard here in the first quarter. 7 plays, 59 yards for the Redhawks on that drive.
Shout out, tight end, 6'4", 205-pound freshman, Glendale, Arizona, Mountain Ridge High School. Braden Caldwell, number 35. As you know, we have duplicate numbers.
Yes.
And I gave him his number for the play. It was a nice play by Ripon, only to find out I am downtown with my wife at Knuth Brewery, and this family's sitting next to us. It's him, and I saw the Ripon hat on the dad and mom were visiting from Arizona.
Sure.
And his dad was a Phi Delta as well, but not from Ripon. From, I thought, the Ducks, Oregon. And said, no, he was a Beaver. He was Oregon State.
Oregon State,
Oregon
okay.
State. Very nice family, and very nice young man, too. So, Braden, you the man.
Very nice.
And he goes, yeah, I got to get out there. I got to get some playing time. They always say you got to earn it in practice.
Patience, right?
Yeah, and I never really enjoyed high school and college football practice. I found it pretty I should have played basketball. At least to get to dribble the ball and shoot it once in a while.
It's like going to the driving range golfing, right? It's like,
yeah,
what fun is this?
Yeah, right. So you have to bet or something with your buddy that's there.
Kroc will kick off.
Yeah.
Redhawks lead 14-0 here in the first quarter. Good kick. It's going to be taken. It's going to be in or out of bounds? No, it's going to go out of bounds.
It did go out
Yeah,
of
they
bounds.
they'll throw the flag on it, so they'll start at the 35-yard line. Not by much. That thing was within
inside,
the 3.
Yeah, with inside the 1.
Yeah.
And of course, I think that kid made the mistake the first time on the inaugural kickoff to start the game.
Right.
It was probably heading out of bounds, and he took it, and that didn't work out for him. I think they were inside their own 10-yard line. What a difference, inside your 10 versus 35-yard line.
Right. That hurts. So Beloit will come back onto the field. They'll start 1st and 10 from their own 35. Torres, quarterback.
You're a struggling team. You're a young team. You're a young coaching staff, and they'll take the ball on the 35.
Quick pass out on the flat, intended out there for 19.
Just missed him. It was an easy 5 yards, and the quarterback underthrew him.
A.J. Williams, the intended receiver. Coverage by Deshaun Smith of the Redhawks. 4s across the board on the time. And brings up a 2nd down and 10.
Happened to read the paper.
Okay.
And oftentimes I don't. Most of the time this season I did not when I'm no reflection on the paper, but seeing what Coach Marshall had to say about last week, and we'll get to that in a minute.
2nd down and 10. Torres in the shotgun. He's got to tuck it himself, got to run himself, and down inside to the 40-yard line.
If he decides to tuck and run a hiccup sooner, he's probably got another 3 yards or so. And but Coach was talking about this matchup today and I believe Coach was there, building his resume through the years as well, if memory serves me, at Beloit, and how Beloit made it clear they hate Ripon. And I never really had that vibe, through all the years. And interesting. It's kind of like the Lawrence Ripon, how I felt about the Vikings.
Empty backfield. They're looking.
There you go.
This
there
time
you go.
Torres will take it, and he'll get stopped. Good defense coming in on the close.
Great job of closure right there, one-on-one and in space. Good job by the
Kevin
the
Sorens.
safety?
Yeah. Brings up a 4th down and 6 from the 41-yard line, and now the punting team will come on for Beloit's. Your punter today is number 29, Ian Ladd, the long snapper. Number 54, Mark Johnson.
Soren's the LB. I was thinking strong safety, but no, he's the LB linebacker.
Gage Taylor back to receive the punts. Punt coming near the 35-yard line.
Very nice punt.
Taylor slips, picks himself up.
Wow.
Catches the ball, puts it in the right arm, and pushes it out to the 35-yard line on the return. A lot going on there in a couple of 10 seconds.
Yeah, we'll have to see what the flag is all about. Thrown back where pretty close to where the punt was fielded.
Did he call fair catch maybe, or?
Oh, that's interesting. Or was he? What did they think because he was losing his balance and waved his arms above his head, which would have been interpreted as a fair catch. You can't advance it.
He fell down before he caught it, right?
Okay, yeah. But he was losing his balance before he caught it.
So it's not like if he fell down when he caught the ball, he'd be down, right?
Yeah, let's see.
Holding.
Well, I like our mystery discussion. I think our guest was more exciting.
Right.
Certainly. It was maybe better for Hollywood than it was for a game here.
All our anticipation, just a holding.
No, as soon as you said, I'm thinking, oh, yeah. Oh, well, a very pedestrian call instead.
Right. Our referee today is John Doden. In case you didn't know, hear him on the mic every now and then. Got all the officials' names today, so which is good.
I like that.
This time coming outside to the edge, the Redhawks will run it. That's number 18 for Ripon, Brady Immel.
The good job by the gang tackling by the Beloit defense there. Pretty much held them to about a 3-yard gain.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line. Split everybody out to the edge. Barnhart drops back, pass
wide open,
completes to Immel.
Kind of reminds me of that play earlier in their last drive before they scored their second touchdown. It really wasn't even an out. It was just about 5-yard release off the line, and you just sat down, and they're given that much cushion. I think they're going to keep going to that well. I certainly would if they're going to stay off of them that much. Claiborne I get, right? Well, he's near us in the slot position. I see the logic of that call. You're being effective with your short passing game, so try to come back, stretch out with 3 wide and then go with a run. But once again, Beloit defense did a good job.
Brings up a 2nd down and 9. For Ripon from the 26-yard line. Decker again.
Nice cut.
Picks his way through, gets out to the 35-yard line. Short of the 1st down, but not by much.
That play looked like the left tackle was going to close the door for a marginal gain, and he cut up inside of that block. So that right tackle for the Ripon Redhawks doing a nice job. Good seal.
3rd down and 2.
Kajon Gray was that right tackle. And Decker on the carry this time.
Yeah. Gim came down, number 27, off that left edge and just closed the door. Got him from behind for a loss.
Jimmy Guillaume on that tackle.
Makes it 4th down.
And a 4th down and 1. Looks like the punting team will come out.
You got a 2-score lead. You're inside your own 35, even though high probability if you're Ripon, you're thinking we can get a yard. But why give any cause, any reason to Beloit? Play situational fundamental football here.
Kick is away. Good punt.
Yeah, wind is not an issue today.
Fair caught.
Muff.
And it comes out, and Beloit recovers. There's a penalty on the field as well.
Interesting. on the flag.
I'm not even saying anything.
No,
Yep.
I'm not either. We'll just say there's a flag on the field. Yeah.
Flag down.
I see where it is.
way
It's probably
my-
unsportsmanlike afterwards.
I'll say the
Looks
way
like somebody got a little.
I was going to say the way my luck is going, they're probably going to call for. He called for a fair catch and tried to advance the ball. Okay, unsportsmanlike. On which team do you think? Oh,
Number 22.
they're saying they didn't give him sufficient room to catch the punt.
Yeah.
There's a halo around the punter or the punt receiver, and you can't interfere in that space.
With the penalty,
So
official places the ball at the
another break. We kicked off after that second score, kicked it out of bounds. They get it at the 35. Now our punt team this time, we got too aggressive getting into the area of what the punt returner has for to catch that ball. And so another mistake here, 15 yards for Beloit.
So
Well, that doesn't look too good here either for Ripon.
that's going to be Diallo Dubois on the
Yep. And
unabated as a quarterback.
And having played that position, people think, hey, you're the closest guy to the ball defensively. Well, I don't care who you are. Once in a while, maybe give credit to the cadence of the QB. You're trying to jump that snap, and that's what happens. And yeah, you get caught with your hand in the cookie jar, and it's pretty obvious to everybody at the game that you messed up
Oh, they're across midfield now, the Buccaneers.
without running a play.
9 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, and that will probably be the end of the first quarter on that one. A short gain, if any. They'll give him a 2-yard gain on that.
Threw
and that
him
will be-
down, Brady Picard.
So that's the end of the first quarter. Ripon leads 14-0. We'll come back with the second quarter in just a moment.
after one. Our score, Ripon College Redhawks 14, Beloit College Buccaneers 0.
I'm back here at Hopp Stadium in Merriman Field as the Ripon College Redhawks lead 14-0 to begin the second half. Beloit starting second down and 7 from the 45-yard line across midfield, I believe, for the first time. Jared Torres, the shotgun quarterback. Drops back to pass, pressure there, and tackle and sacked for a loss by the Redhawks.
He was coming, Mr. Ing. Mr. Ing was making a house call, and what should that QB on the play-action pass wish he had handed it off. So we give him 15 yards on the punt coverage because we got too close to the punt receiver. Then we give them 5 because we jump off sides. Now they're in Ripon territory. It's second down, and all of a sudden now it's third and a long ways to go. Nice job by the senior defensive end on his quarterback hunting.
Yeah, I believe they've got is that 4 in there at quarterback? Because Torres lost his helmet in that last play, so there's Ben Parker in there.
And you have to take a play off. That's right.
Yeah, so Parker will take the snap low. He'll look to keep it himself.
Look
being
out,
chased and
look
can't
out.
See it.
He didn't hear the footsteps. It's the counterpart.
Deshaun Smith on the third down. That brings up fourth down and 13.
Yeah. And it was Smith that was shaken up earlier, was it not? In the game for us, was it number 30? I wasn't sure.
Yeah. And it brings up 4th and 19, my apologies.
And, yeah, so Smith wanted to get in on the festivities there that Eng had experienced on the quarterback sack before.
Ooh.
Well, here we go again. Discipline, you got to have it. Got to have it.
Offside. Defense. Number 96.
Ripon with too many penalties, I'm sure, to the liking of the coaching staff.
Right. Makes it 4th and 14. I knew I'd get there.
A man ahead of his time.
This time, snap comes away. Pressure from the edge. Taken by Ripon inside the 20.
Taylor.
Moves his way around.
Reverse direction. Nice job.
Comes back up.
He's something, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a quick little runner that changes direction with great lateral quickness.
Let's talk about a few of our seniors again today. Jack Behrens, a quarterback from Wausau, Wisconsin. Jack has thrown for 3,013 yards in his 4-year career and amassed 30 touchdown passes, tied for 9th most in Redhawks history. Jack also rushed for 510 yards and 13 touchdowns and holds the 12th most pass completions of any Ripon College quarterback.
Right, and that's a guy that, got knocked out of the season back-to-back years. Yeah.
We're also talking about Bryce Brownwell, the tight end from Neenah, Wisconsin. Bryce has recorded 180 yards on 26 receptions during his 4-year career with 2 touchdowns. Ripon. Back in offense, different quarterback in again for the Redhawks. Handoff will go to the outside edge. Coming through, turn the corner, and going towards midfield and down. We'll track it down to the 10-yard line, to the 5-yard line, knocked out of bounds, just shy of a touchdown. And a big carry there for Ben Tim, the freshman from Campbell Sport.
Wow. Former Campbell Sport Cougar.
A 72-yard run.
Boy, he got to that edge and had just the slightest of seams. It sure looked like there was going to be a play made on him.
Aiden Keys in at quarterback for Ripon.
First down.
And,
Decker, there's that Tim again.
Coach Marshall went with 3 quarterbacks last week.
Yep. This time we'll come back through the middle, try to get something there.
Going to be short. Tried to cut it back, and the pursuit finished him off just short of the goal line, down by the 1.
Connor Rose.
Boy, I bet you Bryce Brownell would love to get a touchdown on senior day, wouldn't he?
And 42, when you're a fullback in this type of offense, you're just doing a lot of kicking out, and you're doing a lot of lead blocking, and you don't touch the football too often.
Tight formation this time. They'll put a man in motion. Tush push coming on in for the touchdown. Yes, Aiden Keys will be credited for the 1-yard touchdown.
But, Bryce Brownell did that tush push, and he's connected to the quarterback. Now, do you suppose maybe he gets part of that touchdown?
No.
Okay.
He wouldn't. It looks like an unsportsmanlike possibility coming out of there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like there's a little discussion taking place between those players, number 61 and 97, respectively. For Ripon.
This season, the games that we've done, I've never seen so many unsportsmanlike penalties than this season.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing, obviously. It's just a lot of the talking that is allowed these days that wasn't allowed years ago, and then I think it leads up to these unsportsmanlike penalties.
That's an unsportsmanlike against number 61, Isaac Molina, for the Redhawks. He was jaw-jacking a little bit with Jerion Rivera, a junior, for Beloit's number 97.
Yeah.
On to attempt the extra point once again, Ben Kroc. Kick is up, and the kick is good for Ripon. And now here's
Here
some
we
more
go
flags.
again. Here we go again.
Ben Brock. Flag down.
Something will be assessed on the ensuing kickoff, is my guess.
And this one may be on Beloit. The matchup between Molina and Rivera may have continued.
After the play is over. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Beloit, number 97. 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. Try is good.
And that is what happened.
I wonder how that goes if now you got back-to-back unsportsmanlike on the same individual. Sometimes there can be a conference rule, with the NCAA rules.
Well, actually, it's against that one is against Beloit. The first one was Ripon.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I thought they were both on 97.
No.
It was
97
okay.
was involved.
So he
in the
got
mix-up.
his. All right, I'm with you now. So he got his shot in now.
Yeah.
So hopefully the saga does not continue. I'm not really interested in that.
Let's take a look at a few more seniors for the Redhawks today. Lane Marquez, a defensive back from Phoenix, Arizona. Lane has recorded 50 tackles and 1 interception for the Redhawks in his 4-year career, appearing in 27 games. And then Gavin Ing, defensive lineman from DeKalb, Illinois. Ing has tallied 92 tackles across the 4 seasons, including 36.5 tackles for loss and 14 sacks. The 3rd most career sacks in the program's history. Ing's 7.5 sacks into the 2023 season stands as the 5th most single-season sacks in the history of the Redhawks. Ripon with a 21-0 lead in the second quarter, 12:05 remaining.
Off of Interstate 88, DeKalb.
Short squib this time, taken at the 30-yard line, now tackled near the 39.
So there's a special teams adjustment there. They must have talked about their kicking game to start the game. It should have gone out of bounds, but they got help from the returner for Beloit College. And then the second time we kicked off, in fact, it did go out of bounds. And so they went to a squib kick here on their following their 3rd score. The Redhawks in control of the game, 21-0. So
1st and 10 from the 38. Torres back into the game.
43 standard defense by the Redhawks.
Pass out onto the flat is caught this time from Beloit and knocked out of bounds. Short gain. That's Williamson on the reception. And Taylor on the coverage and tackle. He'll keep the clock running. Was in bounds.
Yeah. Big kid Williamson, 6'1", 235 pounds. Not a lot of agility, though. He caught that in space, but didn't have that ability to square up and make the defense pay for it. Just a 2-yard gain.
They'll put a man in motion this time. Handoff, goes to the outside edge, cuts back to the middle.
Same man again. Williamson.
Interestingly enough, Beloit, as you looked at statistics across the NCAA, second worst when it comes to time of possession. And right now, they are at 8:52, and Ripon is at 9:07.
Mm-hmm. And that leads to a lot of punting. And that Beloit punter, I'll tell you, what a season he's must have had.
3rd and 8 from the 40.
Well, they're passing. That's what they're showing, and Ripon comes up on that D line.
Quince, right? Across the middle. No outside edge. That'll be incomplete.
Yeah, it was a jailbreak for the quarterback. Everybody came up. They rolled up the 2 outside linebackers, it looked like, forcing that quarterback to get rid of that ball immediately and nothing close to a reception. So a lot of 3 and outs by this Beloit team, it would appear, this season.
Coverage by Gage Taylor. Brings up 4th and 8. Back to receive. Gage Taylor. Punt on the way. Taylor will come up, take it at the 24-yard line, scoot out to the outside edge. He's got a corner, 30-yard line. Oh, big hit in the middle there coming. Oh, they're going to call that a flag, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Taylor's going to get it all the way down inside the 40-yard line, and that player just absolutely was blindsided.
Oh, man. Oh, I feel sorry for that kid. There's nothing. Ooh, a blindside hit. Your body is not ready for it. You don't know it's coming.
Yeah.
And
That's 43. Zach Carey, a sophomore from Byers, Colorado. It's the one that was hit.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah, he looks like he's getting helped up to at least sit for a little bit. And nice round of applause for
illegal blindside block. Receiving team number 55, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Too many penalties here on Ripon. I'll guarantee you they're gonna talk about that at halftime if they haven't already.
Rippon's been assessed 6 penalties for 50 yards.
Yeah, you can't be doing that. They go into Monmouth next week,
Right.
And then they'll finish up at the Banta Bowl on the Ron Roberts Field in Appleton against the Vikings of Lawrence University 2 weeks from today to conclude their season. Yeah, it's about composure. It's about focus, And
Beloit's been called for 2 penalties for 5 yards. Keys in the shotgun for Ripon. Handoff will go.
There you go.
Coming back to the outside edge for Ripon on the run. And knocked out of bounds.
Wow. Biala Abdullah.
No, that is going to be
Kevin
Tortolero.
Yeah, I suppose a DB versus an RB probably go with a running back, but they're both 5'9". Isn't that interesting? They're both underclassmen.
39-yard pickup for the Ripon College Redhawks. Brings another first down.
Yeah, he's out of Phoenix, huh? I see there's a freshman for Beloit from Key West. That's about as far south as you can go on the continental U.S., and here he is up on a chilly day here.
39-yard gain, sorry.
Not wearing puka shells today.
No. Here we go again. Back up the middle on the run. Tortolero once more.
Nice job by that left side of that O-line for the Redhawks. You know, they're maintaining that contact. They're not letting that defensive lineman get off of the block, shuck him, and bend to the ball. And that's what you need to be doing on a more consistent basis. Good job.
Beloit's rush defense, 204th out of 241 teams in the nation. Pass play coming. Keys shakes to the right this time, looks over the middle. Pass is tipped, almost intercepted.
Yeah, just a hair higher, another half foot high, and he's got his guy running down that seam, that running back.
So 204th against the rushing defense. However, the 16th best team in the nation for passing yards allowed. Right? So they've scouted everybody, right? So they're going to run against Beloit and not pass very much because they haven't needed to.
Right. You always talk about when you pass the ball, 3 things happen, and 2 of them aren't good.
Yeah. 3rd down and 6. Claiborne in motion this time. Keys in the shotgun, flanked on the right side. Keys looking, rolls to the right. He's wide open down there. Claiborne looking to the end zone. Intercepted.
Threw it late. Nice job by the safety to get back into position.
Intercepted by Beloit College.
He had him beat, and then he hesitated.
Right. I mean, you just got to throw that ball sooner, and that's something the QB will learn because he wasn't under pressure. You deliver that ball sooner, and you got 6, and you wait, and you got a touchback on an interception. Good job by the defense. They knew how good Claiborne is.
So Beloit will start 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. 8:40 left in the first half. A little bit of extra halftime today. That break's going to be 25 minutes instead of 20. So just because of senior day, and I think they're recognizing some other past alumni team. Torres will hand off up the middle. And a gain of around 4.
Anthony Manuel on the carry.
Manuel on that carry for Beloit.
Tackled by Diallo Dubois. Gain of 4 to the 24.
Second down and 6 for Beloit. Dubois on the tackle for Ripon. Big thanks to our crew today. JJ on camera, Patrick on the producing, Riley doing whatever Riley does during the games, right?
He plays with all those buttons that he slaps my hand if I go near those, and rightfully so.
Handoff once more. We'll come back through the middle. Stop forward progress at about a yard.
Tackled on the play, Devin Soren.
Defense doing a good job not letting Beloit really get that run game going.
Gain of 2 to the 26.
Sorens with the tackle on that for a gain of 2, brings up third down and 4.
And this has been the issue with this ball club offensive unit for the Buccaneers all season long. Staying ahead of the chains on third down and converting. And I got to believe the best thing you can do here is put pressure on that QB. And
they'll come from the edge, and they do. That one is caught.
There
and
you go.
complete for a first down.
Pass complete
good job. Threw a laser right to his intended target just beyond the sticks for that first down, that conversion.
A.J. Williams on the reception. Gage Taylor on the tackle, 6-yard gain. Makes it a 1st and 10 from the 32 for Beloit. This time, Redhawks light at the line.
You know, when you put that much pressure on a quarterback, that really helps the defensive backs.
That's a high snap.
Oh, and that's a ripping ball.
Picked up, and it looks like the Redhawks have recovered.
Is that our friend 30? It is.
Deshaun Smith. Torres looking at the snap here, just high, went through his hands. Deshaun Smith right there to pick it up.
Yeah, I think he was already thinking about what he was going to do with that ball as it was coming back to him in that shotgun snap.
Well, in that shotgun snap, Deshaun Smith was already at his shoulder. So,
like I said, pressure is the best friend to a defensive back, quarterback pressure. And when you can do that, it allows the defensive back to be more aggressive, too. And you can bite on a close on that first move by that wide receiver because the quarterback doesn't have time for a double move by his intended receivers.
Keys this time will hand off. Will go to the outside end once again for Ripon. Seems to be fruitful for the Redhawks today. Trustin Decker will make the run.
Decker, nice job, shifts that ball under the left arm and then uses that right arm twice in that play for a stiff arm to get additional yards. Good old-fashioned stiff arm.
Brings up a 2nd down and 1 on the 9-yard gain. A look over quick to the sideline for the...
If I was a D lineman having to do this all the time,
it doesn't happen all the time. It just happens
most of the time.
A lot of time.
Yeah.
Decker through the middle again this time. That'll be good for the first down and more.
And that's a plus. I mean, if other people feel that way defensively and you're having to wait and getting frustrated, kind of takes you out of your game too, right? I mean, you're thinking more about that maybe than what your gap responsibility might be in that particular play as we have a Buccaneer laying down here, being tended to by a trainer.
The play gain's 5 yards to the 14.
So Ripon, unlike last week where they were down 7-0 and then kind of self-inflicting mistakes created 14 points before you could spit, up 21-0. What a difference a week makes, huh?
See what's happening on the field.
So Ripon gets a chance. You know, when these happen, I'm looking at it as the coaching staff, like, man, I just got myself a free timeout. I know the first thing I'm going to say is cut off the mistakes here, fellas. Of course, the offensive unit for Ripon has been pretty good about it, staying clean. You were talking about those caps, the
Guardian caps?
the caps that these guys are playing for that send in plays. You got the bright green. Yeah, right. You got the bright green. You got the hunter orange, and then sort of like the
chartreuse.
Fluorescent yellow. Yeah. That's something new. We didn't see that earlier in the year, and they showed that last week in that IC game.
Keys this time will keep it himself. Roll to the right. Look to the end zone and intercepted.
He's throwing late. Recognition must be sooner.
Yerby on the interception for the Buccaneers. 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Official was making sure that he got the feet in. He did.
So, twice now, Ripon threatening to score and throws interceptions. Beloit College, 2 pickoffs here in the first half of Ripon passes. Both have been in the end zone for touchbacks.
They will start 1st and 10 from the 20. Torres in the shotgun again, puts a man in motion. Tight end will send up on the edge. Here's the handoff. Through the middle and a 1-yard gain for Beloit.
Good job, the linebacker reaction to fill that gap, to get in there and close it down immediately. Good read.
To the 21. 2nd down and 9.
Just a short gain on that one, and Ripon will be ready to look for another play from the Beloit Buccaneers. They'll set the other side with the tight end. This time a drop back to pass. Pressure coming from the edge. Picked up nicely. That's going to be an overthrow and completes.
Yeah, that was close to being hit on the release. Just got rid of it before he was hit. Talking about the quarterback, number 9, Jared Torres, the junior for Beloit. Talk about names, I'll tell you. This backup right tackle for the college, number 50, Simeon Roundtree. I'm digging that name. He's got to get his own podcast.
Maybe he's got one already.
Yeah, maybe.
3rd down and 9, 21-yard line. Beloit will drop back, pass pressure. Torres coming over the middle, completes.
Nice.
Quick close on the tackles for Ripon.
Good hit. That was a nice kiss by number 43 for Ripon, Brian Barajas. Ooh, what a smack that was. Those are fun football plays if you're the hitter, not so much the hittee. Boom. Lowered the boom, eh?
Yeah. Could hear battle on that reception for Beloit.
Yeah, it was a good job, by the way. They found space just in front of the linebackers that were dropping back in their pass responsibilities, pass coverage. Good play by Beloit.
Pressure coming from the edge. Deshaun Smith tried to strip it, got it, now finished up by the senior, Gavin Ing.
The pride of DeKalb is having a good first half here. That right defensive end.
It's a loss of 3.
3-yard loss on that one. We'll bring it 2nd down and 13. Redhawks with a 21-0 lead in the second quarter. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. This time, pass to the flat.
Was he in bounds? Let's see.
Good. Yep.
Nice job. Way to cradle that ball. Got his hands and forearms under that ball, and that linesman just looking right down the sideline saw it. Jake Marshall's talking to him about it. So what a momentum swing. Ripon's looking like they're going to threaten to go in offensively, throw the interception into the end zone for a touchback. And now Beloit's getting some back-to-back first downs here and looking at 3rd and short to keep the chains moving.
A.J. Williams on the completion for the Buccaneers. Gain of 11.
Go
ahead.
Yeah, they have not been able to run the ball effectively whatsoever, needing of 2.5 yards as we get a timeout called by Beloit College. is you got to believe this is going to be a pass. You got to believe now. I like bootleg action. I like the a quarterback running out, if you will, and give them the option to pass or tuck and run and stretch that defense and try to find a guy that works his way back to the quarterback. Doesn't have to be a double-digit pass, just enough to get that first and sustain their drive. Interesting taking the timeout. They did not like, or the quarterback certainly did not like what he was looking at across the line of scrimmage for what play was called.
Yeah, well, the 2-minute timeout here in just a little bit. Let's continue on with our senior discussion today. Defensive back Gage Taylor from Burlington, Wisconsin. Gage has appeared in 27 games for the Redhawks across 4 seasons, recording 67 tackles, 1 sack, and 1 interception while earning 393 return yards on special teams.
Yeah, Gage is a gamer. We can see that today and last week on special teams I mentioned earlier.
3rd down and 2. Taurus will move everybody to the right side.
They're showing run here with their jumbo formation, but let's see what they do.
High snap, handoff, right there.
Whoa.
Guess who?
Yeah.
Gavin Ing.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, that left tackle on Ing's side, if you're not going to chip, go with somebody and chip. And the other thing we're noticing here, that was another high snap.
Yeah.
And that throws the timing off. But, oh, my goodness.
And Gavin was able to just kind of get a swim move off the outside right edge there, left edge, and get to the tackle.
Yeah,
he's
just eating up that tackle.
Yeah. Another timeout taken by Beloit. Any interesting facts today, or
No, other than I might be golfing later in the week, and I don't think the viewers or listeners are interested in that, especially if they saw my golf swing.
Hey, do you want me to read the rest of the officials? I have that entire
Yeah, I
list
do.
here. Well, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Maybe, some family and friends out there will recognize
Absolutely.
it. So the umpire today, Mike Gustafson, the headline judge, Ted Schermitzler, the line judge, Steve Liddell, the field judge, Joss Freeward, the side judge, Terry Van Straits, and the back judge, Gary Oldrich. And, of course, our head referee today, John Doden.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes the punts. Taylor back to receive. He'll let it hit. Move out of the way. And that goes out of bounds at the 28-yard line.
One of the shorter punts, it would appear, by Beloit special teams.
And that side judge is Terry Van Strat. Drops the hat for the spots, and Ripon will start 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. It looks like Cole Barnhart's back in for Ripon.
Yeah, 17. Yep.
I think I said Cole. I apologize. Kale. Decker to the left flanked. Claiborne on the top right. Barnhart will roll. Keep it himself. Thought about firing and takes it out of bounds.
Good coverage. Barnhart didn't like what he saw. Good job by the secondary for the Buccaneers to flood that flat area. He didn't see anything.
That's a gain of 1 for 2nd down and 9 at the 28-yard line. Decker this time will come off the left edge. He'll get a few more yards down inside the 35, over it, I should say, in 36-yard line. And that will take us to the 2-minute timeout.
Boy, he put that right hand right on that hip of his teammate blocker and followed him right into the hole.
A couple more seniors to recognize today. Kyler Manning, a defensive back from Tucson, Arizona. Manning is a 3-year member of the Redhawks. Kajon Gray, an offensive lineman from Las Vegas, Nevada. Kajon has appeared in 27 games for the Redhawks across his 4-year career. And also Carl Travis, a wide receiver and punter from Burlington, Wisconsin. Carl has appeared in 29 games for the Redhawks across those 4 seasons, amassing 162 receiving yards, 1,849 punt yards, and 3 punts longer than 50 yards. Now, in addition to the players, 2 other seniors the team would like to recognize have been an important part of Redhawks football. Ariana Ulidez, there we go, is the daughter of Adam and Dawn Ulidez, and she is a team manager and also a student athletic trainer for the program. And Angelica Martorello, the daughter of Michael Martorello, a student manager for the team. Angelica will be moving on to law school after graduation.
Interesting. Yeah. The first one, a student trainer, probably heading to that area, right? And then the
She's
other
a biochemistry major.
Yeah, and then the other one is going. You know what? I think I'll see what it's like to be on the fun side of the courtroom.
Third down and 2. Barnhart will shovel pass it ahead. Good for a first down.
Yeah. Good read, though, by the tackler, 52, for Beloit. Nate Kaplan, that junior.
Brady Immel on the completion. Now they're trying to get it out again. Almost picked off.
Boy, if he doesn't go for the ball and makes a play on the intended receiver, he could have laid out that receiver for Ripon, who was fully exposed, trying to reach for that quick out.
Second down and 10. So they continue to look at the sidelines. We had a tag board and the hats.
Just looking left.
Comes back, finds Claiborne. He'll work around and get stopped.
Pass complete to Ryan Claiborne.
Claiborne gave a couple yards, trying to get more yards, but it was a good close on the tackle, forcing him to slip.
Third and 4. Remember, Redhawks will get the ball to start the second half.
I like this no huddle call right here. Get up to the line right away.
Barnhart's going to have to chuck that one, and incomplete.
Would have been good for a first. Ball ate him up. Came off the hands. They had what they wanted. Just got to focus a little better.
Sheely, the intended receiver, brings up a fourth down punting situation for the college.
All of a sudden, the offense looking a little flat here. But in fairness, you're switching quarterbacks. That's hard to get a rhythm sometimes. But give credit to Beloit College, too.
Carl Travis, we just talked about him, one of the seniors. He's set to punt, standing near the 30-yard line. That one is right into the back of somebody, and that ball is picked up by Ripon.
He thought about lateraling and said, I better not do this. So all of a sudden, you got a young man that comes in to put pressure on the punter from the right side, I think. There he is. And the punter couldn't follow through on the kick.
Right.
Good job on special teams. Give credit to 81 for Beloit College. He was the guy that came through. It appeared to me Thomas Fortune created good fortune for his teammates, freshman out of Atlanta, Georgia.
First and 10 for Beloit's. They'll start at the 44. A minute to go. Just over, I should say.
All of a sudden, all that momentum gone out the window for the Redhawks.
Torres, pressure's going to step up just outside of the reach. Eng fires down the middle, and that one is incomplete.
Not sure what he was going for. Yeah, Eng going for a hat trick on sacks. Just missed him. By that quarterback stepping up and then breaking out to his left. But that pressure created an incompletion.
Oh, that receiver fell down.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, so he slipped. Second and 10 for Beloit's.
Defense needs to get back to doing what they've been doing, and that's creating third and long situations.
Torres will put a man in motion. Snap comes out, looks to fire. Pass is caught.
Pass complete to A.J. Williams.
They're going to go hurry up with 49 seconds remaining.
Gain of 7. Third down. 3.
Make sure you're set if you're Beloit.
Pass coming in this time.
Blocked. Nice job, Smith.
Knocked down at the line of scrimmage by Deshaun Smith.
Great job, huh?
Yeah.
Great anticipation. That's one of the advantages. That is not a real tall quarterback. He's not like, Jack Barron's must be a good 6'2" at least. And Smith realizing I can't get home on the QB, but I certainly can be disruptive on the ball, and that's what he was. So after that third down completion for 7 yards, good job by Smith. So they're going to go for it here, right? You're down 21-0. You got one win on the season. It's fourth in a manageable 3 yards.
Well, I'm not sure where their field goal kicker rates, but that'd be a 54-yarder if they wanted to attempt.
Mm-hmm.
John Connolly, a freshman.
You told me that math was not your forte in high school, yet you knew right away that
17
I'm
yards
impressed.
from the ball.
I'm impressed. Yeah, but you still have to be able to add, and I'm very impressed. Very impressed.
Thank you,
my friend.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting how you're actually thinking in Division III now, a 50-plus yard field goal is not that.
It's there.
The whole evolution of the kicking game, it seems, over the last 15 years, it's just exploded.
4th down and 3, they will not kick. Torres in the shotgun.
Got to give him time. There's a blitz.
Pressure coming up. Smith missed it. Now bounce on the edge.
Oh.
Boy, I think Torres could have probably ran for that first down.
That's the thought that I had, and I'm still thinking of Aaron Rodgers in an NFC Championship game. Could have ran in for a touchdown and gone to the Super Bowl.
So we should watch the
right
playback.
Right there.
Yeah, he had nothing but
you
you
needed 3.5 yards max, and you'd like to have that one back. If you're the Buccaneers, you're not going to get it back. Turns it over on downs.
The ball is turned over on downs at the Ripon 37.
And now, is it Immel that's going to quarterback?
Well, now you got your running threat with your strong arm. And how often do you see the quarterback, showing his pipes the way Immel? I mean, this guy, and if you saw his dad, Mike, you know where a lot of the genes came from.
So they won't run the play. Snap comes out. He'll keep it. And now you'll just walk into the locker room, I feel. Oh, they're going to take a timeout. They do.
Big strike capability with the likes of a Claiborne, the freshman. Why not, right? I want to see Ryan Claiborne on a fly. That doesn't even have to even be a hitch and go. Just go on a fly route and see if Immel can find him. Now, you got to have your deep third. You got to have your safety or let's see if they're going with the cover two, with two safeties or a single. I think they'd go with two, given the circumstances here. But they got to be as deep or deeper than the deepest threat for the offense. It's one thing to say it. It's another thing to do it when you're going against speed. But you got to believe your safeties will be a good 15 yards off the ball here.
So the timeout taken by the Redhawks, 24 seconds remaining in the first half as they lead 21-0. Immel is in at quarterback again.
Yeah. Going double safety. Tampa 2, as they'll call it. They're 15, 16 yards off the line. And you just got to stay back.
Immel looks to run, throws it in the ground.
Yeah.
He was trying to get Claiborne out there for you.
Still got time with 19 seconds, third down. Good, he didn't like what he saw. He knew he'd be able to, throw it away and live for another play, and here we go.
Third down and 11.
Look at that naked backfield. You got trips on top and twins on the bottom.
Immel fires to the edge. Pass is complete and out of bounds.
Stop the clock. A 5-second play.
So now you're 4th down and what, 4? With 14 seconds remaining.
Mm-hmm. That's 2 plays.
I think we're going to punt, though.
Yep.
Ripon does get the ball back to start the second half.
Want to finish on a good note here, which is good punt coverage, but you got to block first. We saw what happened on the last punt attempt by Ripon. It was blocked with good pressure coming from the outside on the right side in particular by Beloit.
And this is why I'm not a coach, because I look at it at 4 and 4 and the 14 seconds left. I'm going to the end zone on this one.
Yeah, and I and it's like, what does that coach feel like? What's going on? We're penalties. I mean, yeah, we're up. Was it 21-0? We're up by 3 scores, but I just, it's not there. Do we really want to take a chance?
Yeah, that's what I'm just thinking.
And not so much that another interception is going to hurt you. It'd be like maybe like a punt, right? I mean, if it's a deep interception, but you got to go. You'd have to walk in there. You already got a bad taste in your mouth. You left 2 potential scores hanging around, right? 2 pickoffs for touchbacks in the end zone. You're not feeling good about that.
So Carl Travis will punt smartly from the 28-yard line.
When you block from the inside out.
Good snap.
Uh-huh.
And barely got it away.
Yeah.
Get out of the way, everybody.
Got to study where that's coming from.
And that
Look at
one,
this.
Come on.
Woo.
Trying to get it down. They'll do so at the 2-yard line.
Look at that. End over end, what that does on a true level turf field.
So the 3 they will mark it at officially.
1st and 10, Buccaneers.
And Beloit will have 2 seconds.
Yep. 1 play.
1 play.
And
I'm kneeling on it.
oh yeah, I can't imagine. I would go under center, take the snap, and take a knee. To be honest, oh yeah, there you go. Look at the formation. That's what they're going to do. At least that's what they're showing us they're going to do.
And that is the end of the first half. 21-0, the score here at halftime. We'll step away for a little bit of time, a little bit of extended halftime today, a 25-minute one. So I'd say we'd be back around maybe 1:40 or so, somewhere around there. We'll have it for you right here on the Ripon channel. Once again, Ripon leading Beloit 21-0.
If fans could remain in your seats, we have a recognition that we will be announcing here momentarily. Fans, at this time, we'd like to recognize several special guests in attendance today supporting the Redhawks. This together to establish the Coach John Storzer Student Athlete Award. The commemoration of Coach Storzer is in recognition of those who are committed to honoring Ripon's past, celebrating current successes, and securing opportunities for future Redhawks. We have 4 athletes from the class of 1971 that are in attendance today. We were hoping for 5, but here we have Tom Bachhuber, George Clam, Jack Bennett, unfortunately not here, Jay O'Connor, unfortunately not here, and Mike Yolka. Also joining this group of 1971 athletes is Coach Storzer's son, a 1982 Ripon graduate, Toby Storzer. We thank all of you for your commitment to Ripon College student athletes and our legacy of excellence. Please give a round of applause to Toby and our 1971 alumni athletes. key card up here in the booth. So if you are staying there and check your pockets for your key card, if you're missing it, we have it up here. Just come up to the window.
Can I use it? I only need 10 minutes. Oh my God.
Back here at Hopp Stadium in Merriman Field as the Ripon College Redhawks lead the Beloit College Buccaneers 21-0 at halftime. Let's take a look at some of those game time statistics. Let's start first for the Redhawks. 9 first downs and 16 rushing attempts for 155 yards, averaging just about 9.7 yards per carry.
Wow.
When it comes to the receptions, 13 receptions and 132 receiving yards, just over 10 yards on the average reception there as well. That means Ripon is 13 of 20 today with 2 interceptions, 36 plays, 287 yards. Time of possession for Ripon in that first half, 14 minutes and 2 seconds. On the other side of it, Beloit, 4 first downs, 16 rushing attempts, and 13 minus rushing yards on the game so far. 9 receptions for 80 yards, and 9 of 17 with 1 interception, 33 plays for 67 yards. And their time of possession, 15.58. So punts, 5 for Beloit for 29.4 average, and Ripon 2 for 27.0 average. Penalties, Ripon 5 for 50, I should say, and 1 for 5 for Beloit. This is interesting. They must just tighten that up a little bit because we had 2 for 5 earlier. I was trying to figure that out on the on the stats. I'm like, was there half the distance in there, or was there?
Yeah.
Whatever. So, but here we go.
And I'm done guessing what flags are all about.
Yeah,
too.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
One of the things we kind of talked off the air is a little bit of the fact, like, after Ripon went up 14-0, it seems like they just maybe lost a little bit of energy and kind of maybe, I'm not saying played down, but okay, maybe I am, to the level where Beloit was at that time. And then Beloit got a little bit of momentum and started turning it the other way.
Yeah, I mean, look at the mistake. We forced them to punt, or we punt, and we get too close and violate the halo rule around the intended receiver, so they get 15 yards. The very next play, we jump off sides. There's another. So we just gave them 20 yards, and all of a sudden you look at the 2 touchback interceptions in the Beloit end zone, and all of a sudden it's like we just started everything got flat after that. And so I'm sure they talked about that in the amongst the coaches. I got to believe it. And they're going to get the ball to receive, you said, to start the second half. They got to get that silly, you're not talking about the scoreboard right now if I'm Ripon. I'm talking about execution. I'm talking about stop the silly mistakes. I'm talking about focus, and let's, we're supposed to win this game. Now let's do it. Let's execute what we do. The scoreboard will take care of itself. But let's get out of this funk and get back to how we started this game.
Decker back to receive the kickoff along with Brady Immel.
I said this last week. Not too often you see a quarterback back to receive kickoffs.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Or play running back or wide receiver.
Yeah, exactly. Sort of a Jim Thorpe Swiss Army knife kind of guy.
I think they call that utility.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. In football, not so much as the utility player that they describe in baseball. Speaking of which, Game 7 tonight. Who do you like?
Blue Jays.
Attaboy.
There's, Wisconsin connections with, Dalton Varsho and a few others. So taken by the up back for Ripon, and they'll get out to near the 40-yard line for the Redhawks, and that was returned by number 34, Evan Nearing.
Nearing, great job. Good hands. And what great field position he's going to give his offensive unit with that good snag on that kickoff.
Well, we started the game 46 degrees. I think we're there right now, but the wind's kind of coming at us now a little bit. So,
yeah. I left my mittens at home. I should have brought them.
It's a light wind, though, right? Because I'm looking at the flag and it ain't moving.
It's been like that all day. It ain't moving. Here we go. Ripon. Can they get off to a good start to start the second half? Let's find out.
Cale Barnard in it. Quarterback hands off to Decker. He'll turn the corner to the outside and get down to the 41 or 40-yard line.
Tackled on the play, Michael Snow.
Snow on that tackle for Beloit.
To the 40. Second down and 8.
Brings up a 2nd and 8.
Looks like they want to go quick here. Let's see if they do, or if they're going to stop and get the play from the sideline.
Yeah, they're going to look over. Quick look back, and here we go. Up the middle this time, Decker will go, picks his way through, down to the 45-yard line on the carry. They'll mark it officially at the 44 for a gain of 3.
Good way to describe that, picking his way through the traffic. That's exactly what he did.
Claiborne will come in. Bunch more receivers as well. Personnel.
Third and 4.
As you probably heard in the background, Lynn Krause said 3rd and 4. Man in motion this time for the Hawks.
Plenty of time to pass.
Looking to fire. Claiborne had it, lost it.
Wow. Yeah, I think he lost the line of sight of the ball with that defensive player getting his arms up in the air. You don't see Claiborne drop those, do you? In fact, that's about the only one I can think of this season. Quick out.
Yeah, I just had to catch and turn around, and it was
there on top of him. Yeah.
If he would have turned the other way, been fine. He turned to the left, could have went to the right. Will punt, Carl Travis. Steps up to the 33-yard line. And that will hit at the 26, where it'll be down by Ripon. Beloit will start 1st and 10.
I noticed on that punt again, you had 81 Fortune, the freshman,
Sure.
coming in from that right edge again, trying to be disruptive on the punting game for the Redhawks. He was pretty close again to our punter. So keep your eye on that situation for the second half.
Torres in the shotgun to start the second half off.
They're in that base 4-3 defense. Ripon.
Ball comes loose. Torres is going to pick it up. Is that a forward pass? And it might be.
They're going to call it a fumble. They're going to say that ball must have squirted out before he got that arm going forward, right? You'll take a look at the replay here. And they're going to...
A fumble called on the play. Recovered and returned.
Wow. Tried to pick a bad situation, and it went from bad to worse.
Right.
So, after the offense was stopped by Beloit defense, they got a whole new set of downs down in the red zone, thanks to that quarterback pressure and that mishap between the quarterback and the running back. They were not on the same page.
1st and 10 from the 13. Decker gets the handoff. Will go through the middle. Run into a Beloit player or two. It'll be just outside the 5-yard line down to the 6. Gain of 4 on the play. 7 on the play, my bad.
Going quick here.
2nd down and 3.
So you think.
Yeah.
$15 on the play clock. Decker's got blockers in front of him. He'll pick his way through into the end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah, they put that fullback in motion for the Redhawks. He kicked out on the right defensive end.
Bryce Brownell?
Yeah, Bryce Brownell. And I call him fullback, but he's listed as a tight end, but H-back I'll call him. And he did his job, and then that touchdown was run just to the right of him. He cut it up inside. Nice execution.
Ben Kroc. Low snap picked up.
Uh-oh.
From Beloit.
And you know what? I don't know if someone's going to get him or not. Oh, yeah.
Nearing running him down, he does.
Woo. Evan Nearing. Pretty good wheels for a 6'2", 240-pound
injured
junior.
down there as well. And they want everybody over quick.
For the Redhawks, Evan Nearing.
That's a big body landing on that
The Ripon scoring drive.
Beloit player.
2 plays, 13 yards.
So we're going to get some stoppage here. A lot of action for just a point after, huh?
Yeah. And the Beloit training staff taking a look at their player. Just here on the outside edge of the, now sitting up. And it looks like he will be all right, and moving his way to the sideline.
Good.
Unassisted.
I really hate seeing something nasty take place
Yeah.
on the injury side of things.
27-0, Ripon leading here in the third quarter, 12:25 remaining.
Ripon travels down to Monmouth, Illinois to take on Monmouth College next Saturday.
Number 1 defense in the conference.
Yeah.
In the nation, I should say.
Yeah. They're giving up, I don't know, around 10 points a game only. Very stingy. Only 1 touchdown a game and maybe a field goal. And then they'll finish up against their arch rival, the oldest rivalry in the state of Wisconsin. They'll finish up 2 weeks from today when they take on the Vikings of Lawrence up in Appleton. Appleton got its name called out today on Fox and Friends this morning. They were talking about Christmas. When is it too early to play Christmas music? And the guy, one of the hosts, right away says, well, you know, according to Cleo's on College Avenue in Appleton, Wisconsin.
It's always Christmas. Yeah.
It's Christmas every day. Yeah. Yeah.
So Treston Decker had that 6-yard run for the touchdown to make Ripon get another 7 points, 7-0. Started that drive from the Beloit 18.
Decker out of Sheboygan South High School, Decker. Short but very high.
Taken to the 20-yard line, to the 25, now to the 30,
Fumble.
to the 35. Ball comes
Ripon
loose.
has it.
Looks like the ball is picked up by Ripon.
Oh, yeah. He just carried it like a loaf of bread, as my dad used to say, out there on the chicken wing. Recovered by 16 for Ripon. Nice.
Anthony Gassaway on the fumble recovery there. A freshman linebacker from Fort Walton Beach.
That's in Florida, right?
Mary Esther, Florida, as a matter of fact.
And I don't think he find himself he'd be recovering a fumble today.
Well,
so that's fun for him, especially being a freshman. A lot of freshmen, when you're at this level, you're hoping to be able to do just that, contribute on special teams.
Barnhart this time is going to fire down to the end zone.
Claiborne.
Looking for Claiborne, and incomplete.
Beautiful pass. As they say this now that he spun it, right? I mean, a nice tight spiral. It hit him in the breadbasket. He had him beat.
Triple coverage, though.
Yeah. And he still got behind the coverage.
Right.
Look at that. He's behind 3 guys. He wants that back. Yeah.
Shotgun formation for the Redhawks to look over.
Gonna see if they come back and keep this on the ground.
Handoff up the middle. Gain of
4, maybe?
Yeah. Tim on the carry for Ripon.
Josh Martinez. Gain of 4.
I want to thank everybody who's chatting along on the stream today on YouTube. Appreciate that. They specifically liked your correlation between Aaron Rodgers and Torres.
Yeah, that was kind of
very similar, right?
Hey, there's a little jet sweep.
Claiborne this time will get out to the edge, and he'll be pushed out of bounds.
Pass complete to Ryan Claiborne. Tackled by Josh Yearby.
Yearby on the tackle for Beloit's.
It's a gain of 7.
7-yard gain.
To the 27. And that will give the Redhawks a first down.
That's important. They have scored, obviously, since then, but they have to keep it going.
Hand off this time to the right side edge. That's going to be Ben Tim once more. close to the first down, about a yard short.
And that's what your offensive line coach wants to see. He wants to see his Redhawks down there, those Redhawks down there, as we got a Beloit player laying down. And he wants to see them down there continuing to getting that second level of contact into the linebackers usually, and got quality yards there of about 7. That was, I believe, was that Ben Tim on the carry?
Yes, it was.
Okay. And we got appears to be given the size, I would say a defensive tackle or lineman down.
Working on the left leg.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like maybe a cramp issue.
I don't know.
They flexed it out. So very similar to my situation in the middle of the night. Right when you get one.
I don't like cramps, so therefore I don't get them anymore.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, I decided that's it. I'm not getting cramps.
Mind over matter?
Yeah, they hurt. They hurt.
Yeah.
No, I just think I'm lucky, to be honest with you. Yeah. Our PA announcer here, Lynn Krause, that works high school games with me on the play-by-play, he's always talking about how many cramps we saw at the high school level this year.
You've just manifested them out of your life.
Yeah, I just
pretty much
mind over will.
Goes.
Yes. I just said that's it. I'm not done. I'm done with it. Yeah.
Second down and 3.
Nothing quite like a cramp, is it?
Yeah, right.
It's like
handoff will go for Ripon outside edge on the
job.
carry, and that is pretty Immel.
Yeah, no gain. Good job. That's what they call a good defensive effort of stretching the play, stretching it out, and not letting them get any forward momentum, and then you let your teammates with the pursuit finish up the tackle. Nice job.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Makes it now 3rd and 2.
Beloit's got to do it again here if they have any thoughts about making it a 4th down situation.
Dropping out to pass this time, comes back over to the left edge. Pass is caught by Immel. Fought his way for it.
Oh, did he do a great job? Well, I'll tell you what, the quarterback, he looked right, the quarterback, and then he comes back, one-on-one coverage with Immel. Boy, did he use that 6'4" frame to shield off the defender, and there's nothing he could do.
No.
Nothing. Nice job. Little quarterback to quarterback kind of play. I like that. And we got a situation penalty. Yeah.
Okay.
Bringing in another package of receivers and running backs as we get 4 for 4 on the substitution for the offense of the host team. Makes it a passing situation because of that 5-yard penalty.
3rd down and 7 this time. Decker to the right side.
He's looking left, looking right.
Comes back to the middle, and Claiborne, touchdown.
And we got another flag. You're going to see this. And where the flag is thrown, they're going to call holding
against Ripon.
On Ripon. So, short-lived celebration by the Redhawks. Instead of a 24-yard touchdown pass.
Right.
They're going to go back 10 yards. And so the things you're trying to get rid of and stop doing, mistakes and penalties, still an issue. So instead of 3rd and pretty long, now it's 3rd and forever.
Right.
3rd and 17.
Well, they can do it again, certainly get a first.
3rd down and 17 from the 34-yard line. Barnhart looking, scrambling. Goes to the left, got pressure coming. Now is going to fire down to the end zone, and that's going to go out of bounds.
Yep. Got hit. Didn't have a chance to set his feet because that defensive tackle was bearing down on him. Now, interesting situation. How much faith do you have in your defense? Even though it's 4th and long?
They're going to go.
They're going to.
Oh, they're going to try
to kick a field goal.
Field goal. Ball's placed at the 41. Makes it a 51-yard field goal.
We just talked about that. You know, how 50 yards isn't it's realistic at this level.
Croc will put a big leg into it. It's going to fall short.
Yep.
By about 2 yards. And maybe a little bit wide right.
Got a little too far under it. I think you got some turf on that. But I like the call by Coach Marshall. You could see he was teeter-tottering back and forth with that and said, okay, guys, let's go. We got the game under control on the scoreboard, 27-0 here in the third quarter over Beloit College. And you got to love the way your defense is playing. I mean, in passing situations, you got good pressure by the bookends of Smith and Ing all the time, it seems, right?
Right.
And because of that, your secondary has a lot easier task.
Torres in the shotgun, fires over the middle, pass is complete to midfield.
Nice. First down.
Tackled at the 46-yard line.
Boy, is he okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, what happens is you get knocked down. I mean, you get your feet cucked under you, you're on your knees, and then you get bent backwards.
Yeah.
But, hey, no, it's just a simple little play, left to right, little curl over the middle, the front of the DBs, and he got his 11 yards or what have you and got the first.
Kadir Battle on the reception for Beloit. Four wide receivers. Split pass over the head of the intended receiver, 83, Braden Hoth.
And he's open. I mean, if you can connect on that, you got a 4 to 5 yard on 1st and 10. You got a 4 to 5 yard gain, and that's what you want to do here if you're Beloit College. And you know they cannot run the ball, right? That's struggled all season long, and that hasn't been anything different here in Ripon today. And so it kind of forces their hand in the second half, trailing by 4 scores. That you have to. You got to go airborne here if you want to give your offense a chance to come away with 6.
Empty backfield, pass out into the flat is caught and turned.
There you go.
Getting up there, that's number 5, Jonathan Williamson.
Yeah, depending on that spot, might have another first, huh? Looks like they do.
They do.
Well, let's see. Yeah, they're going to mark that maybe less than a foot short. Matter of inches.
The gain of 9 on the play.
Brings up a 3rd down and 1.
What do you think? Are you going to run it or quarterback keep? Well, see, I'd go under center and do a push.
Yeah.
Get that first.
Out into the flat. Pressure.
Look out.
Look
Fumble.
out. And the ball comes
a fumble.
loose.
That's a live ball.
Ripon will recover, take it down towards the end zone, and in for a pumble.
Wow, Zane Vetter. Oh, welcome back after a week off, Mr. Vetter. Oh.
No flags.
And then a fumble recovered and run into the end zone by Zane Vetter.
Touchdown for the Redhawks. Defense is pumped.
Ever since I saw him, as a freshman, he's my guy.
Yeah.
Mr. Mayville Cardinal.
On to attempt the extra point will be.
His alma mater had a good season this year in high school football.
Kick is up and good.
Yeah, something more of a conventional result on that point after touchdown.
Right. Ben Kroc with that extra points makes it 34-0 with 7:38 remaining in the third quarter.
What a smack. Was that Ing, by the way?
Yeah, I think it's so.
On the kiss? Yeah, I think so.
Pressure coming off that edge there.
Yeah,
Torres never heard it.
He has been just feasting off that left edge all afternoon.
Couple of fans checking in on the YouTube chat today. Big fans of, look at his head, Ryan Barajas. Yeah, see that. Salim Sesma checking on in.
Yep.
So Ripon will kick off after the touchdown on the fumble recovery from Vetter.
Yeah, that's a score I didn't see coming. But they've been loose with the ball today. Now, of course, Ripon threw 2 interceptions in the second quarter, I think both were. But just in terms of ball security, their lack of by the Buccaneers certainly has been an issue all afternoon.
38-yard fumble recovery.
Good kick. I like that hang time.
Taken near the 15, out to the 20-yard line.
Getting to that left edge. Look
Coming
at
to
this.
the 25 and 30 to the 40, cross midfield, and knocked out of bounds.
Into Ripon territory. They just never, you got lane responsibility on kickoff coverage, and that right side of the kickoff coverage team for Ripon got lost, and he saw an opportunity for Beloit College and got way down past the 50-yard line, well into Ripon territory.
Kadir battle on that return. 43-yard return.
To the Ripon 45-yard line.
Just like that. Defense that just scored for the Redhawks finds himself right back out there again.
Right. Handoff will go through the middle. Positive yardage.
Yeah, one of their better runs, quite frankly. We got a couple guys shaking up here, at least one of them. He's going to get up. Yeah, I'll tell you, it's you look at that as well. It's a 3-yard gain. Well, that just kind of tells you how the rushing game has not been a friend to the Beloit offense this season. And that makes for a tough row to hoe when your offense is one-dimensional.
New program, new coach, right? So,
yeah.
And tackle for a loss.
There's that linebacker, Devin Sorens.
Tackled by Devin Sorens.
Manuel on the carry.
It's a tackle for loss.
Brings up a 3rd down.
That's Sorens, at least his 2nd tackle for loss, I believe. So after that nice 40-plus yard kickoff return, next thing you know, it's 3rd down and long here for the Buccaneers. They got trips to the right.
Torres will look to pass. Caught in the flat. Good enough for a 1st down. Yes.
Those two have done that a couple times today. They have good chemistry. And he just runs at him, that receiver, and just comes right back. And, boy, he threw a strike to his receiver. How's that for efficiency? You need 10, you get 11?
You'll take it.
And we'll give the Buccaneers a 1st down.
Empty backfield here.
Boom.
Pass is complete.
Pass complete.
That's a nice play.
To Chris Moore.
Yeah, J.D. Penson, nice job by the sophomore. You know, he's only 140 pounds. And his mama didn't raise a fool because he realizes he's 140 and comes in perfectly at the knees, hits, wraps, and says, you ain't going anywhere. Great fundamentals. Good tackle in the open one-on-one.
Beloit, 2nd down and 5. Passes knocked out.
It's got kind of a crafty move where he looks like he was going to tuck and run. He had me sold on it. And I'm thinking, well, is he on the line of scrimmage? No. He just couldn't complete the pass.
Took a big hit at the end there, too. He stuck in there. And Torres.
From the 29, it's 3rd and 5.
Torres in the backfield.
Got to believe it's a pass needing 5 yards, a long 5.
Ball comes loose. There's a hold on the edge, yeah.
Yeah. Ay.
False start, okay.
Loss on the play to the 37.
That's happened too many times with the with the snapping and the catching from the center to the quarterback. We've had, 3 or 4 of these today. The essence of, the fundamentals of center to quarterback. Of course, shotgun makes it a different story than just underneath center, typical.
4th and 13 from the 37-yard line. Torres back to pass, pressure coming, pass is completed, and they'll be stopped short of the first down. Pass completed to Kadir Battle.
Nice drag pattern over the middle. The problem is they just need, like you said, they needed too many yards, and the defense played it smartly, kept the ball in front of them, letting them complete it, and creates the turning it over on downs.
Sesma on the tackle for the Redhawks. Ball is turned over. Ripon will start 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, 27.
From their own 28-yard line.
Well, let's say 28 officially.
1st and 10, Redhawks.
Immel in there, quarterback. Yep. Immel this time will hand off. Outside, the Redhawks on the run.
24.
Correct. Tortolero again for Ripon.
He's that sophomore we're talking about from Arizona. Yeah, the thing with Immel when he comes out, because we've seen the 3 different quarterbacks. You don't have to see the number to secure who's out there. You just see the frame of the dude taking that huddle, and Mr. Immel's making a house call out there on the field.
Tortolero today, 3 attempts and 59 yards.
That looks really good on the stat sheet.
This time, Immel completed out 4.
Wow.
Rocco Luzak, the senior.
Willowbrook High School in Illinois. Nice to get that senior involved. Talk about finding the guy in the seam.
Yeah.
And and they're playing straight up in that 4-3. I'm not seeing any blitzing whatsoever. It's just a straight up defense. Nothing fancy.
Immel will put 3 to the right this time. Tortolero to the right side. Handoff. Tortolero will weave his way through.
Yeah, you'll have a good, healthy 4 to 5 yards on that. You get the feeling they could kind of just do that all day, right? I mean, pretty much, if they just wanted to run it pretty much.
Well, being up 34-0 with 2:20 remaining in the third, I don't need to see the need to pass a whole lot.
Yeah.
And on cue, I bet they throw one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know that's how it works, right? How many times does a guy say in a basketball game, and this young man has not missed a free throw this year?
Broadcaster's jinx.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. Pass is incomplete.
He initially, if he would have spotted, I think it was Blake Thielen downfield immediately.
Yeah.
From Oconomowoc, the kid. He could have got it. He could have delivered, but didn't see him. I mean, we're sitting up here. He's down there ground level. You don't see that with all the blue jerseys dropping into their pass coverages.
Bryce Brownell, the intended receiver on that play. Brings up a 3rd and 5 from the 26.
Once again, I want to thank Steve Hopp and the Hopp family for providing the stadium so I can sit up here and do this in comfort. Yeah.
Immel, pass, I should say, not pick.
All right, the timing of that play was off a little bit. That's a comeback pass, and then there's supposed to be a kick-out blocks by the right side, and then you come back up and cut up the seam. And the defense just blew that whole play up. So you didn't get the yards that you were looking for in that design.
Another field goal attempt on the way. Ball is at the 24-yard line, so my math says this will be a 41-yarder.
Yeah, about good a good 10, 11 yards shorter than the last attempt.
Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
Inside that right upright, had plenty of distance.
Ben Kroc with that 41-yard field goal makes the score 37-0, under a minute to go here in the third quarter. It's going to be our last home broadcast of the football season for the year, but basketball back around the corner here in just a little bit as well.
Yeah, Buzalaki, load the wagon, smack the mules for the women's program. Kenny Finko, after a couple years under his belt, looking to get his identity out there, if you will, and as a leader of that round ball program for the men. And talking about, we sit up there in the Hawk's Nest, is that what they call that?
Mm-hmm.
And we have a blast watching quality basketball by Ripon College. Both teams really usually in the hunt, it seems, and it's been really fun for us to cover over the years.
Yeah, I got a few of them I can't mix, so we'll see who's going to be calling with you. Got a couple of options. I think Crete's going to be in the mix, and maybe Aiden Rudinger as well. So, and trying to see if maybe we can work maybe Bryn Carlson, and that would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I kind of, I think I turned her into a interviewer. I started talking to her a little bit in sports, and all of a sudden she's really developing into her own as a broadcaster.
Yeah, she's done a couple of volleyball matches with me, and she's
super
good.
I've tuned in, and she's just a freshman at Ripon this year.
Here's the kick. Picked up at the 15-yard line. And Ripon will tackle near the...
They certainly will. And you tell me who made that tackle, my friend, because I saw 4 white helmets on that.
Xander Curtis is who they say officially, so I appreciate the help, the assist there as we are at 50 seconds.
That's a lot better coverage than the last time they let that young man squirt out to the left side for about a 42-yard kickoff return. That was battle, I think, for them. Here we go.
You want to do play-by-play and I'll do color?
No. Oh, but you know what? Maybe. I don't know. I have.
It's just like volleyball, right? We should rotate positions here.
Yeah.
The possessions. This one's going to go up, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, how many times we've said that today? But a pretty clean second half compared to the first half. So they have definitely made improvement on that. And it was thrown in the back of the defensive unit, so it's usually – well, what? Or was that just the – huh. You saw what I saw.
Maybe dropped it.
Must have.
2nd and 6-4, Beloit from the 26-yard line. Torres in the shotgun, man in motion this time. Handoff in the backfield. Comes through the middle, and
Anthony Sharp on the carry.
Sharp on the carry, and that will be the end of the third quarter. Means the score is Ripon 37 and Beloit 0. We'll come back with the fourth quarter in just a moment.
At the end of the third quarter, it's Ripon College 37, Beloit College 0.
JJ. Welcome back as we get set for the fourth quarter here. 37-0. Ripon is leading, and they remain on defense. 3rd down and 5 for Beloit from the 27.
3rd and 5.
Pressure coming from the edge, picked up Pass is incomplete. Nice defense by the Redhawks, number 43, Ryan Barajas.
And Torres did a great job. He was trying to sell that look left, and then come back to his right to his main guy. But Ripon coverage was perfect.
So Ripon will travel next week to Monmouth, Illinois to take on the Scots. Going to be a tough matchup.
Very.
And then we'll end the season in Appleton against Lawrence, the Vikings. And back deep to receive for Ripon. Is that Gage, Taylor? No, it is. Yeah, it is. There's a flag coming in there blocking the back. I think is what that's going to be. And hustle out of the back, hustle out of bounds.
Taylor just refuses to go down. Got great balance. I think you're right on the call.
Yeah.
But pretty bold of you to go out of our comfort level and predict what the call is going to be.
I know.
We touched that hot stove before. Yeah. That's a win, Jason. You're back.
I got it.
He's back, folks.
You bet. You bet. Today's paid attendance here at Hopp Stadium. 1,846 in attendance today.
That's just 17 fewer than last week.
Yeah. Good job, everybody. Appreciate that.
Yep.
Couple of new players in for the Redhawks on the offensive line. Snap. Handoff. Nope. Keeps it himself this time. And that's Immel. I like the look of this line right now because Noah Hans is in there as well.
Old Ripon high. Yeah, you don't. Once again, he's one of those guys. You don't have to look for the number. You see. You see
Cameron Corey.
You see the size of that young man out there, and you know he's out there.
Handoff. Coming through the corner edge. That's going to be good. Runs into his own player. Still gets it. Kason Boudwine on that carry for Ripon.
Talk about cool names, right? We were talking about Simeon Roundtree. Let's throw his in there, too.
It's the Redhawks, a first down.
Immel. Shotgun again. Handle.
Nice.
Handoff again, Boudwine.
Nice block, by the way, by Roundtree. You know, he's listed as a right tackle. It looks like to me he's playing right guard, number 50. Let's see.
Correct. Simeon Roundtree.
Second down and 5.
Remember Simeon Rice?
Yeah, of course.
University of Illinois, I think.
Yeah.
And then did a pretty good damage for a few years in the NFL.
And the handoff, Boudwine one more time. We'll go to the left edge.
You know, he was being patient, waiting for something, looking for a seam to open up, and it never really did. And then just had to put his helmet down and you know, try to fight for a yard.
So I did the math while we're here, thanks to the instrument, of the total weight of the offensive line based upon the roster right now with those 5 players there. 1,619 pounds.
Huh. That would have been my 14th guess.
Average of 323.8 pounds.
All right. We know who spends a little extra time at the Commons.
We don't know that for sure.
No, we don't. I used to do that. I was 170. I think I was 100. I probably put on over 20 pounds my freshman year.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of shepherd's pie.
Intentional?
Lasagna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keeper this time, Immel. He'll weave his way through. Nice job picking through.
Look at
Down to the
that.
40, inside of the 30, down out to the 20-yard line, cuts back to the middle and tackled inside the 10-yard line for the Redhawks, Brady Immel.
Yeah, and the guy saving the touchdown there was number 23. Yep,
Ramsick on the save.
Ballroom Ramsuck, yeah. Another Florida kid here, Miramar, Florida.
First and goal to go for the Redhawks from the 9-yard line. (37-0) Ripon leads, 11:25 and counting. Immel. Bowdwine flanked on the right side. Couple other players out there too. Bowdwine will take it to the edge. Come back towards the middle. Fight for it.
Yeah, he's fighting. Out of Hartford, Wisconsin. Bowdline.
Goal to go. Second down.
Second and goal.
Good to see Ripon feasting here, right? And getting more players in. And I don't care what the score is or who you're playing. If you don't get a lot of time out there and you get your chance, I'm telling you, nothing like it.
Pass this time. Routed.
Did he come down with it, or was that picked off? How are they going to rule it? On a
Touchdown.
A 6-yard touchdown pass to
Carl Travis, the senior, picking it up for the touchdown. He went up and got it and
Boy,
stole
did
it.
he ever. And when you see the replay, the defensive back had great position on him. The senior was just, stronger hands. They both seemed to come down with the ball. Good for that senior. Big time.
Kick is blocked that time.
the point after touchdown kick blocked. No good.
It's been an issue today. Has not been an issue this year. And
Jorge Vidusco, the senior, attempting the extra points today.
Buccaneers
43-0 Ripon leading here. 10:24 remaining.
So it's going to be interesting following this first-year head coach at Beloit College, just seeing how that works. Can he take the program that's been a perennial basement kind of program and actually get them up and get them into the middle of the pack? Kyle Langhoff is the
Correct.
Is the head coach, and I hope he does. Just for all it can do is add more depth and bring more quality to the conference.
Ripon 59 plays, 450 yards currently in this game.
Boy, what a difference from a week ago when the offense got shut out and that defense for Ripon played the majority of the game and played well. And they certainly played well today, the defense.
Kick is taken to the 10-yard line by Beloit and tackled quickly.
96. I believe that was him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jalen Prevelion.
Freshman. Georgia.
You going to watch baseball tonight? Or are you going to watch
I
football
got
tonight?
to. I wasn't too interested after the Brewers getting swept by the Dodgers. But, because
now you're all in on the Dodgers losing.
just because of the guts of the Blue Jays. I mean, that is one big payroll you're competing against.
Lots of Wisconsin connections
but
on that.
Here's my feeling. The pitching of the Dodgers will probably be the difference with Ohtani on the mound tonight. Another issue on the snap.
Different quarterback in right now. We saw him for one play earlier.
Boy, the quarterback had gloves on. Had like my dad used to say, you look like a cub bearer with boxing gloves. he couldn't handle the snap, and then the kid buys time with his legs, and the receiver couldn't hang on to it. It was like a hot potato, as they say.
Intended. Out there, Ben Parker, the new quarterback, 6'2" freshman from Las Vegas, Nevada, in Green Valley. And they're going to check out the seniors and give them a nice round of applause as they take the timeout.
Yeah.
The defensive seniors today.
You know, that's a strange. I tell you, what a strange feeling. You know, if you've been playing football since you were a kid, and now you're a senior in college, and you're going to find it's not so much now. It's when next August comes around, and all of a sudden you realize for the first time in double-digit years of your life, young life, you're not getting ready to play football.
Yeah.
You're not preparing.
Well, a couple more weeks for that.
Yeah, but it's going to be an odd feeling for them. I'm glad to see some of these seniors getting the success they had today on the field.
Parker this time caught out in the flat.
Look at that open field tackle. Once again, that tackle.
Spoden on the tackle for the Redhawks.
Just lassoing him around the ankles and waiting for the reinforcement. And boy, did he get reinforcement. Watch the second hit here on high. Hello. Yeah. Nice play.
Brings up a 3rd down and 12 at the 13-yard line.
That was a free shot, as they say, huh?
A little bit.
Legal free shot.
43-0 Ripon leads here, 9:30 and counting in the fourth quarter. Pressure coming. Parker will step up. Ball comes loose. That's on the ground.
I think that is a fumble, don't you? How are they calling it? Yeah. I think the offense retained possession.
Okay.
Has that been a wild thing today? Just ball security with that offense. It's one thing not to be able to effectively march down the field and come away with the points. It's quite another to cough the ball up. Just a simple thing like just taking care of the ball. I don't think he was even hit on that.
No.
Squirted out of his hands. They talk about how that shiny leather gets slick in cooler weather conditions.
This one's going to hit short. Get out of the way, everybody.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth?
And that's going to be marked down at near the 50-yard line. Ripon will start.
I have no idea how when that football hits the turf, you don't know what it's going to do, where it's going to head. And if there's something that'll drive a coach nuts is when the receiving team doesn't make a concerted effort to get away from that.
Brady Immel will be the quarterback for the Redhawks.
Immel's fun to watch, and just because, as we know what he can do with his legs, too, and he's so athletic.
Carl Travis out to the right. Peyton Mancusi to the right as well for Ripon.
Just a sophomore, Immel.
Handoff will go.
There you go. Look at those. Talk about keeping the legs going. I think that was 43.
Antoine Simmons, the carry.
Nope.
Freshman from Homestead, Florida.
We talked about that last week. Homestead, just before you get to the Florida Keys, or I should say before you get to the Everglades, is Homestead Air Force Base.
And now they will check out the seniors on the offense during the timeout. A nice reception from the crowd here.
Yeah, times have changed. I remember my senior day, our locker room was the middle school, the junior high girls' locker room was our locker room because we played at Sadov.
Sure.
And what a difference. Now they have their own field. They just walk across the road from a very nice locker room. Nice. And that's good to see. Coach Marshall's going to feel good about the second half here.
Well, we had made the comments before that they seemed like a little little down momentum-wise when they towards the end of the first half, right?
Yeah.
That was not the time to be that. You needed to kind of step on the neck and move forward.
Well
see
said.
That. Yeah. 43-0, Ripon leads. Different quarterback is now Marcus Schoenberger, the freshman from Woodland Park, Colorado.
Tackled by Zamori Allen.
So a few more players coming on in is the carry from Antoine Simmons again.
Yeah, Simmons looks bigger to me when I look down there because he's so thick. That's what it is. Because it's list him as just 5'9", but 230 pounds. He's got some legs.
Schoenberger will keep it himself and get down and knocked up.
Yeah.
In the air.
Topsy-turvy, right? I'll take him low, you take him high. He's okay. Woodland Park, Colorado.
To the 35.
It's a nice area.
Well, good.
Been there. Didn't see him, though.
No. Missed it. .6:55 remaining here. Clock running.
Oh, I like the way he puts his head down and says, okay, I guess I'll have to make my own little hole here and go forward. Simmons.
Tackled by Braden Gonzalez.
Braden Gonzalez on the tackle of Simmons for the Buccaneers. Ripon just kind of picking their way through.
Not easy over there on the other side of the field. You haven't experienced all but just one win this season. And it's not easy to watch this. And
Ripon will put a man in motion. Schoenberger in shotgun. They'll go again with Simmons.
Yeah, they kind of came off the edges and just kind of pinched down the middle and were able to hold him to a negative 1 yard loss.
JV's got a win last Sunday over Concordia here. So they played.
Nice. Yeah, we used to do that. We had a JV team. I was actually front seven assistant coach with our JV team for a year and went down to Carthage. I remember we did a game down there. Get the defensive end dislocated his kneecap. We didn't have anybody there, so the poor kid had to lay in the field there. Had to be over a half hour. You can't touch him until they got people there that know what they're doing.
Schoenberger works his way through.
Keeper by Marcus Schoenberger.
Yeah, Bill Schnazy and I, he was here behind the linebacker out of Appleton West, where this got to take that team down there and coach.
I thought Schoenberger looked like he took a big hit at the end there towards the helmet, because I think I saw Coach Nell flinch a little bit when he saw that coming in. It's down there as well.
No, there's nothing quite like getting lit up in the helmet, let me tell you. What used to be sort of taken for granted and, rub it with some dirt and, he got his bell rung, get back in there.
That's not going anymore.
Those days are gone, and rightfully so.
4th and 1 from the 26 for the Redhawks. Shotgun formation, Schoenberger. Simmons to the right. Simmons, first down and more.
There you go. How's that for old-fashioned football? Yeah. 4th and 1. We're going right up the A-gap, folks. Here we come. Stop us if you can.
Couple of new players in as well. Lucas Meredith, wide receiver. Frankie Menting, wide receiver for Ripon. DJ Lewis. Elante Fleming.
There you go. Look at that.
Simmons will push it through inside the 15-yard line.
I talked how deceptive his size. Yeah, and those are some legs. And he figured out a long time ago that just keep those legs churning, keep those feet going, good things will happen. Blockers? Who needs blockers?
Right. I'll just handle
Look
it
at this
myself.
from contact on. Look at that. Another, 5 to 6 yards. Outstanding.
3 minutes and counting. Second down and 1. Pass caught
Look
by
at this.
Menting. Gets inside the 10-yard line down to the 6.
To Frankie Menting. Tackled on the play.
Menting with the catch. Princeton Green Lake 8-man football product right there.
The gain of 7.
8-man football. A lot of action.
And the Redhawks. First down.
Brings up a first down for the Redhawks. First and goal from the 7. Outside run to the edge, looking for some help. Oh, almost got through there. That's 24.
Jason Boudwine on the carry.
Boudwine, I should say.
29.
Yep.
By John Deary. Gain of 3 to the 4.
Well, Ripon took their time in making sure that they ran a lot of runs and got down to the 2-minute warning. Or the 2-minute timeout, my bad.
An opportunity to thank another member
2 minutes. Fill in the blank.
football and athletics staff.
Timeout, warning. So the proper 2-minute thing is a 2-minute timeout.
Let's thank Todd Pomplin. Todd, turn around. Thank you, Todd, for all of your decades of service to Ripon College Athletics.
He was golfing yesterday morning out at
Todd Pomplin
Lasonia.
getting a little recognition today.
Yeah, good guy.
Yeah. He probably hates that right now.
Well, the half dozen players surrounding him and pointing to him probably didn't help, if that's how he...
So 43-0 Ripon leads, second down and goal from the 4-yard line. Redhawks today almost 500 yards of offense on 69 plays. Beloit 51 plays for 100 yards. Penalties have shored up, 8 for 75 for Ripon. Just one penalty called against Beloit today, 1 for 5 yards. Second and goal. Antoine Simmons to the right side.
They'll give him the ball, I would think. Let's see.
They will. Left edge.
Pounded it
Into
in.
the end zone and touchdown for Simmons. Possibility of a 50-burger coming up here to make it 49-0 currently. They're going to give Jorge Verduzco another chance to tie,
Why
to
not?
kick the extra point on senior day.
Yeah. Let's see. It
Good placement. Kick is up.
looks good.
Kick is no good.
Boy, that looked good. Must have been left.
It was right.
Like I said, must have been right. Well, you saw where I got to stand.
Yeah, no, I
sideways,
get you.
right
I
here.
get there.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah, I
there.
don't get the best view here.
No.
Yeah. Oh, but it looked good, though.
It did.
His form, his follow-through, the flight of the ball.
Well, we got a couple of moments here. Let's just thank our
Yes.
great production crew on the year, as always, here on the games. Patrick Cronin, J.J. Cronin, Riley Eisnago, Nyla Brunbauer. Jonathan's in the mix, too.
Yeah, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Both Nyla and Jonathan, LU grads. Yeah, they'll be working. We'll just change the makeup of the ball that'll be used as we go from the football to the basketball season.
And then don't
And,
forget, coming up in 2027, the inaugural broadcast of Ripon College women's flag football.
Yeah, and that's right. You cornered me on that and said, "Hey, okay, I'm in. I'll do it. I'll do it. Heck, I want to call some plays." I think that's cool. You know, I guess we should have known, right? Because now you got with the Olympics, you know, coming up, the summer games, and they're going to have, you know, flag football as an Olympic sport. I think it was 1920, speaking of the Olympics, it was the last year they made actual solid gold first-place medals.
No. Kickoff taken at the 10-yard line, out to the 15 to the 20-yard line, and pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, somewhere's around there, around 1920, something like that. Yeah, they actually were solid gold.
Wow.
Get one of those at a garage sale.
Doesn't matter what it's in.
No.
Just as long as it's that, Ryan.
Yeah.
Gold price right now.
What is it? I haven't looked.
It's like 4,000 an ounce, something like that.
Goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Minute 51 remaining. Parker in the shotgun again for Beloit. And the handoff will go up the middle.
Wellington Hull on the carry.
Wellington Hull on the carry for Beloit.
They'll be able to enjoy this one, and then they're really going to have to tighten the chin straps as they head down to Monmouth, Illinois next Saturday to take on first-place Scots of Monmouth College. They've been putting a whole world of hurt on the competition this year. I think they're averaging well over 30 points a game and probably just relinquishing about 10. We talked about that earlier, to be at tops in the nation as a very stingy defensive unit.
Tackle on that play, Tavares Funderburg for the Redhawks from Oregon, Wisconsin.
Digging that name too.
Right.
I tell you, we might have to have an all-team name.
Kason Bowdwine.
Yeah.
Simeon.
Yeah. Yeah,
Vars.
Roundtree.
To the 34. And gives the Buccaneers a first down.
Fabricino.
Oh, yeah, Anthony, yeah.
Yeah.
Freshman defensive lineman, Vashon Blount.
If you go the full name, you know, you got Diallo Dubois. I mean,
Dubois.
Dubois.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty cool stuff.
Under 30 seconds to go in the game. We're going to keep it a short and sweet post game here for you, folks.
Yeah.
Redhawks are going to finish with 500 yards exactly of offense on 70 plays.
Wow. Enjoy it, and then you got to just get ready.
Get ready for Monmouth next week,
Get ready
right?
for Monmouth.
That is for sure.
I'll be tuning in when I can, and I'm certainly going to be tuning in for maybe I'll even go up depending if I'm around.
Yeah.
I guess next weekend I'll be down in Illinois with family, but I'm going to definitely maybe make an effort to see that LU game up there.
All right, that's going to do it for today here at Hopp Stadium. I want to thank our crew. From Martin Ernster, I'm Jason Mansmith from Merriman Field and Hopp Stadium. The Ripon College Redhawks victorious over Beloit 49-0. Have a great night, everybody.
And Monmouth College beginning at 1 o'clock. Thank you for your attendance here today. It is appreciated. Have a great weekend and a safe trip home.